that all we see are useless magic trailers you can't believe. So where are those informed, honest people who help you choose what to buy? With PropDog you can always rely. PropDog are a team who will always aim to please you. Integrity and service that you can't deny. It's time for PropDog Live!
Boom! Hello! Apologies for the delay there. We've been having a few technical difficulties. A few technical problems speaking. A few technical details of the camera. Couldn't get the camera to work and playing around, restarting the computer, restarting the camera, changing all the settings, everything's not really working, and Alex comes along and pulls the cable out of the camera slightly, and all of a sudden it comes up on the screen. So the trick is, don't put your plugs and your cables all the way in as they're meant to be. Pull them half out, and for some reason they work.
Well, be a wimp like me. So obviously Dave is strong enough to plug the jack all the way in.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like...
But whatever we do, don't breathe or don't blow in that direction, because
No,
if that cable wobbles, it's all going to go blank on their screen. So hello everyone, I hope you are all well, and I had a lovely week.
Do you know what I think might have happened? I think we might have fooled the great Finley. Because obviously he was probably there at 4 o'clock.
Charlie's first, Finley's not there.
Finley's given up. Finley's given up.
Philly's broken his finger. He's like, come on, come on, come on. Out.
He's just lying on his bedroom floor now, crying.
Yeah.
Sorry, Finley.
Shaking like this. Took so long to get all this ready. I actually drank all my kombucha just trying to set the damn thing up. I've got to open a new bottle.
Well, that didn't make much from that.
Not much of a pop.
There was no pop at all.
Did you hear the pop earlier?
I did hear the pop.
Sounded like a champagne bottle going up, didn't it?
It did.
There we go. Some have more fizz than others. Oh, that's quite flat, this one. Leaky top. Right, I suppose we better talk some magic then, haven't we, really?
Yeah, let's go off leaky tops.
Oh, did we find that thing I was going to talk about with the...
We've sold out.
Did we? Oh. One of the products we were going to talk about today, what was it called?
Vanish.
Vanish. So, the description of Vanish, on the front it says Vanish a Sharpie or something?
Yeah, Vanish a Sharpie.
Yeah, and on the back of it said... well, it was a complete write-up for a completely different trick by the same manufacturer.
Yeah.
They forgot to change the packaging, and we're just going to talk about that briefly. But for some reason, we've sold it, and whoever's got it is going to go.
It also says completely examinable.
Yeah, which it wasn't. We were going to talk about that because it's 100% not completely examinable.
It is completely examinable if you switch everything out at the end.
Well, hang on. This overstuffed is completely
examinable.
Completely examinable because
in fact, you can actually eat the Oreo at the end.
Yes, you can eat the plastic Oreo. There you are. So that is completely examinable because you're going to switch it out and give them the real one. Completely examinable. Does that make sense?
Yeah. So a bit iffy there. That is a good thing. Oreo.
You get two.
Did you get two?
Yeah, watch, ready?
That is quite good fun. That is quite good fun.
For a 2 second trick, I mean, they pay all that money and it's like over 2 seconds. But if you're going to do something with Oreos,
I'd rather it was a jammy dodger.
Oh, good call, yeah.
But yeah, so it's a very bizarre. I was almost tempted to do an honest trailer about it, and I was angry again. I thought I'd got over the anger of the slight
it was a nice
clever
idea,
wording and things like that.
It was a nice idea, though. You didn't need to do it. It's a nice idea.
Yeah.
But it seems like it's one of those tricks kind of seem to be invented more about the principle than the actual trick itself, because you think, well, if you're going to vanish a Sharpie, why do you hold a banknote up, put it behind and do all this? If you're going to vanish a Sharpie, just vanish it.
Yeah, you might.
Better trick. But anyway, good effort, Charlie. First, happy Poets Day to you too, mate. Because he's going to ask that. Yeah, he is there. Robert Van Buren, second hamber, says, hello, Dave and Alex. Random Friday question. When was the moment in your life you laughed the hardest?
Oh, gosh.
The moment Alex says, can I have a job?
I think, so if you watch the SpongeBob Toolbox review I did with Jason, I laughed very, very hard for a long time. That took about 2 hours to film. It was 2 hours of solid laughing. And once I was trying to put up a wall, a prefabricated wall with my brother, and that was hilarious too, because we didn't have a Scooby what we were doing. And you know when you go weak, but you're laughing too much, you just can't lift anything anymore.
Yeah,
It was like that, which made it all funny.
I've been laughing a lot recently because there's a new series of Brassic out on Sky One, and in order to keep myself updated, I'm rewatching the first and second series, which I haven't seen for about a year and a half. And if you haven't seen it, it's just so funny. It's just one of those programs that really makes me laugh more than any other program. So I've been laughing a lot for that. But laugh the hardest. I can't remember. There's loads of times I've laughed, but it's just trying to track down that moment that was the most, isn't it? Yeah. So, my plumber's there.
Yeah, your plumber's
my plumber's asking if I'm at home now. Oh, actually.
Is he not watching live?
Yeah, he should be, shouldn't he? Yeah. Do you want to take over a second?
Yeah.
This is quite something I need to get sorted out.
Hi Charlie, happy Poets Day! Matthew Colley, good afternoon, hope you're all keeping well. Keeping very, very well. We've had a nice day, we've had a good week, and we've had a nice day with a couple of lovely customers in the shop today. It's very good. Hi, Chris McLean, hello Chris. Hey Otter, hope the gigs have been going well. You sound like you've been really, really busy, and I hope you can stay with us for the rest of the live. Robert Wilson, hey PropDoggers, was coming to visit this week, but my vehicle is running out of fumes at the moment. Any recommendations for effects for Halloween that have a spooky/macabre vibe?
We get asked this every year around about this time.
Have we got a Halloween section?
Yep, this is why we did it. So just for the people that ask have we got any spooky stuff, we created a Halloween category. So if you go into the main PropDog website, go about 3/4 of the way down, and you'll see a little pumpkin with the name of the category Halloween. Have a look on there, and anything we think is suitable for Halloween is in there. There's probably a few things we've got that might be suitable for that category we haven't put in there, but nearly everything is, so that's the best bet.
I think the Aikido doll is my new. Well, I'll say it's new. A few months ago I was getting into it because I wanted to do it with the pencil and stuff, so it's really quite spooky.
Can be, if you do it right. But then, again, any trick done right is pretty good. Robert Wilson says, hey PropDoggers, was coming to visit you this week, but my vehicle is running on fumes at the moment. Any recommendation for the effects for Halloween? Oh, that's the one we just did. Okay, yes. Right.
I should have liked it. It was my fault.
Yes, you didn't. Yeah. Jim Hathy's there, says hi, hello from Ashtabula in Ohio. Simon Keane, afternoon all. Robert Van Buren, how's your leg now, Dave? It's not painful, Robert. It's still a bit swollen. Still icing it every day, and if I try and stretch it that way, it really hurts. But I can walk in it, and I can even jog in it now. So thank you very much for asking. Kevin King says hello, PropDoggers. Hello, Kevin. Kombucha, says Amber. Of course. Afternoon, Walter, and thank you, Walter, for your very kind donation. Walter did pop some money into my charity fund for the
Is that
Breathe.
still alive? Is it still going?
Still alive at the moment.
Not too late.
Not too late. So if you guys haven't sponsored me for my walk, you've got a couple of days left. We're going to be cancelling on Monday, I think.
And I will be going through the comments to see any of you whose names don't appear in the donations list, so be warned.
Well, the way to do it is when someone comes...
We've got your addresses.
Well, the way to do it is when someone comes in the shops and says, oh, hi, Simon, thanks so much for donating to my sponsored walk. And they go, oh, I didn't donate. I go, oh, didn't you? Oh, okay.
You're the one.
Thank you. And then hopefully guilt them into it.
Yeah.
Andy Tingley is there. He donated. I'm pretty sure you donated, Andy. He says, hi guys, sorry I'm late. Forgiven, Andy, forgiven. We were late too. Amber says, looks like a little pale, that kombucha. It is a little pale. So this kombucha was the batch I made before I went away, and I usually drink it within about 10 days. So this has been in my my fridge now for about 3 weeks. So it does lose a bit of its colour after some time, but still tastes pretty good. Jonas says, hi all, did you just say I'm supposed to be here with you? Well, if so, if you say so, yeah. You're meant to beer here. And funny puns quickly here off the top of my head.
There must be a tequila one. Anyway.
Tequila.
No, I don't know.
I've got to think about it. Not as fast as I should be. Rob Newson says, good afternoon, everybody. Robert Van Buren, was there more water in your boat this morning than outside, Alex?
Yeah, so I don't have slippers. I have I wear wellies inside my boat. Yeah, hopefully
Philly?
though, Dave has offered to help me fix some.
What, the baby out, you mean?
Yeah. So fingers crossed. So I actually had to cover the entire boat with a tarpaulin last night.
Is it that bad? Over the windows?
Yeah. And so consequently, but also the rain hitting the tarpaulin and the metal roof, it was almost impossible to get sleep.
Finley's here at last. Hello, Finley. He's recovered from his shock.
Yeah.
Simon says a magical gateway to the weekend. It's PropDog Live. Hi guys. Hello, Simon. Rich Relish said the Jim Steinmeier trick that you posted about seems interesting. Could you give any more info? Thanks.
Yeah, it's lovely. I haven't really played with it. Just haven't had a chance. But it's the sort of thing I'd love. So it's called Ovations.
Okay.
And basically, you get a wedge of these cards that all have different. So you've got slow hand clap. Wow. You get 15 of each, so it's going to take quite a while. Wave. Oh no. So different reactions that the audience can give you. You give these out to 15 people in the audience. If you've got 15, if you've got less than 15, obviously. And they eliminate cards randomly, one by one. They all do it. They all shuffle them. It's all completely random, and they all end up holding up the same card that you've predicted, and you will get an ovation. Is the idea. A really nice warm up that just involves so many people, and it's so simple. With a good script, you just got to remember the good script as to which ones they throw away and how they shuffle the cards, and you're golden. So dead easy, and one of those things that just engages a lot of people right from the bat, which is like, if you're starting a show and you want to get people energised, instead of sort of forcing, there's a lot of kind of forcing a whoop out of people, isn't there? And this sort of does it naturally and genuinely in an interactive way.
So just distracted by something, that's all.
What are you wondering about?
What time is it?
It's not 9:41.
I know, but look, right? Watch.
That is. Oh, that's spooky. So yeah, nicely made cards. So you just hand them out and you just they shuffle them freely, throw them away if they want. Brilliant.
Cool.
Really good, really nice trick. And it is only $18.99. Which is just amazing, really. I think it should really, if you're not opening your parlour/stage shows with it, then I think you probably should be, in my book.
Cool. Check this out, guys. How weird is this, right? So this is my iPhone, and check out the time on my iPhone. Oh, hang on, they can't see, can they? Can you? I can't scroll up and down.
Wow, that's a shame.
I can't scroll up and down. Yeah, my iPhone says 0941. Yet when you click the home screen, it gives the right time. Very strange. Monday. Oh, I actually pulled Monday. Yeah.
We also had the fun of Dave was was laser cutting the cards for that wonderful. Was it for the magnetic closure card? I can't remember what we call it now. Thing with a gap in it for the electron deck. Discovered that each box of playing cards weighed slightly differently, so we had to count them rather than weigh them. So. You've been doing a lot of counting this week, though.
Yes, mate. Yeah, so I might need to pop home, mate.
Plumbing problems. So that gymnastics, interesting, very good. Chris Gillender says, hi, thanks for superb service as ever, guys. Well, thank you very much, Chris. It is our pleasure. We do enjoy giving a good service.
I might have to pop off in a minute because my boiler is still buggered and has been for a long while, and the plumber might be able to fit me in now. If not, maybe a few weeks before I can get it in. And so I've just heating problems in my house.
Is he there now? Is he?
It's getting cold. No, he's just saying, can I be there now? And I'm like, well, ideally no, but if it's going to be 3 or 4 weeks before, then I'd rather leave the live early now and say goodbye to these guys than spend 3 more weeks in the cold, or 2 more weeks in the cold. Without any heating. Andrew Vaughan says, afternoon gents, Andy Tingley, I bet it was when Alex showed you his boat. Kevin King, reading the book Weddings, I do, good info. Christopher CJ Bartham says, hi all, still waiting for Fair Play to be re-released, I'm checking daily. Yeah, not heard much about it at the moment, Christopher, but I don't know why they've put it out for so long. It's a good little effect, isn't it?
Yeah, strange.
Jonas says, okay, so who overused their vanishing petrol trick? I'm looking at you, Artar. Graham Tierney, afternoon, Dave and Alex. Matt Boskill says, afternoon, fellas. How's it hanging? Been reading that book, Josh Shea, this afternoon. Have you started it yet?
I
Alex?
haven't. No, I haven't.
Thoughts?
I haven't. I've got a big backlog of books at the moment. I really do need to, spend a serious few weeks.
John Morton says, thanks for the recommendation on the audiobook Hail Mary, Dave. Any more question? Happy, happy, happy! I don't know what that means. Ooh, bit of astrophage. Roger Minton says, hi, Dave and Alex.
Hey,
Keith
Roger.
Wilson says, hi, guys. Glad you got your technical issues sorted. I'm sure you would have demonstrated Magnet O, but thinking of buying it. What are your views on it? It was a great little effect. It didn't work too well when we first, for us it worked alright, but there were some of the ones we sent out that had problems charging. But apparently they've sorted all the issues out now, and anyone who's had a dodgy one has been replaced. And we're waiting for it to come back in, and then should be alright. It's good for a little thumper device if you want to do a little secret.
I think you can really actually use your imagination with it, and actually, I mean, I think you can do a lot more than just drop a coin if you think about it. It's really good.
Oh, hang on, 2 seconds. Yeah, good boy.
Frank Valenti. Hi Frank, hope you're well. Bought Left-Handed Hank book, looking forward to getting into it. Is there anything I need to take special note of in the instructions? Thanks. No, not that I remember, Frank. Really, for me, it was building up some comedy lines and...
It's my latest trick. The problem with rubber ones is you can get rubber ones. It's gone. Can't do it rubber ones. Yeah.
Have really good fun and don't rush it. Especially, I think that's the great bit about tying the fake knot in the hanky is the way it can just slowly dissolve away, and it really kind of sells the idea, and you can almost pretend that you have actually managed to tie the knot. So just enjoy it, and send us a video if you're doing it, Frank.
Right, I'm going home. Right, okay, guys, I'm really sorry. I'm going to have to leave you now. My plumber's going to meet me at my house now, and I can get some heating done. Yay! Good luck, mate. I'll see you probably Sunday. I'll be your boat.
If not,
have some kombucha.
Oh, that's all right. It's all right. I've got an empty glass. I might actually. Shall I try it?
All yours, mate. Right,
Yeah. Yes. Otter says, yes, had more gigs last month than in the 18 months before. So nice to be back working again. It is good. There are a lot of people coming in the shops. We're selling a lot more of the disposable stuff, so the gigs are definitely coming back. Heard they're looking for a new James Bond. Must be handsome, charming, athletic and charismatic. Who do you think he thinks that is? Dave's off. You've left Aki, go on. Hi Dave, God bless you guys. Hi Jeffrey, I hope, were you still waiting for something to arrive? Jeffrey, I'm not sure it got completely resolved. I think we did resend something to you, didn't we? So let us know if it's arrived or not. Watch Beyond Stebbins, brilliant. That's the new Craig Petty thing, which I'm sure is really, really good and really thorough, along the similar lines of what he did with Visible and the Invisible Deck. And the thing about Cy Stebbins is, especially, it's a really good stack. It's not strictly speaking a memorised stack, but it is a stack. And if you want to start using stack work, then it's probably the best place to start if you don't want to wade straight in to a memorised deck. Although actually remembering the deck can be fun, so don't stay away from it. Still waiting for my Regal bottles, almost 1 month now. Okay. Yep. I don't know if Mila's got the tracking number, Jeffrey, but we'll see what we can do, and we'll make sure you get it. Matt Boskill, sorry I haven't had a chance to send that eye balance back that you sent by mistake. Been out of action with the old man flu. That's all right, Matt. We trust our customers. We know it'll get back sooner or later. Of course, you can always buy it. Just saying, it's possible. Sebastian Blickby says, hi Alex and Dave, do you have any idea when the poker chips across will be available again? If you're talking about flying colours, it is back. Rajan brought in another 10, but unfortunately it has been literally flying off the shelves, so we've only got the 2 left at the moment. I can have another word with Rajan and get some more in, hopefully for Monday. But yeah, they're literally... it sold out in 1 day the first time we had it in, so It is a really good coins across style effect, a sort of free fly effect. I love the different colours of it, and it isn't hard. And you get a nice buzz out of doing sleight of hand sometimes, rather than everything being self-working. So, yeah, do go for it. But it's there now and should be on our site. So we should have two, Sebastian. Hey, Mark, how are you? Mark Kavanagh. Hello, you wonderful pop doggers. Hope you're all well and have a good week. Yay! I have my magic mojo back. Oh, I'm pleased, Mark. And hopefully I might be seeing you on Tuesday. So Mark is a member of the South London Magic Society. And we're meeting live and in person on Tuesday. And I am planning on going. I hope you are, Mark. And it'll be lovely to see you. Alan Wilbur, good seeing you, gentlemen. Did you get a chance to look at In Case of Emergency in depth? A few people have mentioned last week's episode, mentioned it, but didn't really highlight what it's capable of. Please do let me know if I can answer any questions about it, and stay awesome, gang. Hi, Adam. No, not really. So, with us being a staff member down at the moment, sort of working on a sort of slightly skeleton basis, it has been really, really hard to put in the time to looking at individual tricks. So that one is definitely, in fact, I have one on my boat for me to look at, and it is the next thing on my list. So I will do, and it looks great. And I love what I did say about it last week. Was I love the premise of it. I love the size of it. And yeah, it's one of those things that if people don't know Adam. He had a book, I think it's called Creating Magic or Creative Magic. Adam can correct me. A brilliant book. And so he's one of those workers who, as far as I'm concerned, he was a worker who creates stuff as opposed to someone who just sort of bills himself as a creator and dreams up these methods, which, you know, aren't desperately practical in the real world. And I feel I've talked to someone today, but there are some things that work in the real world, like the classics. There are classics for a reason. When you go out there and you do them, people don't have to concentrate too much. It's all amazing, good, straightforward plots. And Adam is one of those guys who is creative, but keeps it simple, interactive, and enjoyable. Yeah, In Case of Emergency is definitely up there. And I will look into it, and I'll do a stand-up. I'll tell you, Adam, I promise I'll do a standalone review of it next week. Okay? And if anyone's got any questions, you can pop them on now, and Adam might be able to answer them. If not, I'll get back to you after the show. Jack Sigmund says, "Hey PropDog, hope you're well. Happy Friday." Yes, it is Friday. Sometimes the week has gone really quickly for me. So, James, how are you, James? Yeah, PropDog Friday. James popped into the shop. I don't know, was that this week? Or was it last week, James? A long time. Time flies. Hopefully see you on Tuesday as well. What's the yellow stuff in the glass? Asked Peter Booth. You know what? I don't know. I just have there's a little bit of a pop there. It kind of smells. Well, I mean, it kind of smells of old pub seating, which is very pleasant. And yep, it tastes like the sort of thing my gran used to put her teeth in. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. I don't know how Dave drinks it. I'm with a smile. Anyway, possibly another area, Dave, says Walter. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, it's about Dave walking, Walter. Yeah, we'll see about it. Trying to tell us more about it. Go for it, Dave. See you next week. Watching live from hotel with Paul Martin and Luke Clough. Oh, well, I'm very sorry about that, Lee. Never mind. Perhaps you could ask them to go away for a bit. Oi, oi! All right, Paul. How are you? Joshua J also has an audio. Okay, thanks, Walter. So that's Joshua J's new book that's come out. Peter Booth, how come every English person I know seems to have constant boiler problems? I don't have a boiler. So there you go, not me. I don't think they're designed very well, and also I don't think we maintain them very well, and we tend to keep them for far too long. So I think Dave has been patching his boiler up for a good 20 odd years, so I think it's his fault really. Chris McLean, I found the pith desk whilst looking at the cards on your website and wondered if these were going to be available again in the future. Looks like a good fun deck. I'll certainly look into it. I'm not sure if Pith has got them available at the moment, but get in touch and I'll find out for you if you're interested. We did have a lot at one point. They took a long time to eventually shift, so we'll see. Robert Wilson says, it's because we're constantly using them as we can never predict the weather. Yeah, that is true. They are constantly on and off. Thank you again. Keep me updated. Thank you so much. Pleasure, Jeffrey. You will get your bottle, I promise. Any update on the Infinity Watch V3 if you're expecting any stock? So Murphy's are out of stock of it, apart from in one style, and I think it might be the gold and black style, or I can't remember which style it is. So Murphy's are out of stock apart from the one style, which is obviously the least popular style. So you probably wouldn't want that one anyway. So hopefully they'll be back in stock soon. We are just waiting for Murphy's to have them, and we'll have them all back. Any ideas when the medium white Bonslopes will be available? They're coming in dribs and drabs, Matthew. So we used to just get massive boxes of them, and they used to have a really quick turnaround time. But now I think due to the whole COVID thing, I don't know whether they've got all the staff are back in yet, and it's just taking longer, and they come in patches, so we get a smaller box now and again. So it's a bit of a lottery at the moment, Matthew, but keep your eyes open, because there might be 100 go on the stock on Monday, and they can easily sell out in a couple of days. So there you go. Did I get my ticket for the London Magic convention? I certainly did, yes, and I'm kind of thinking about entering the competition, if you are, Nigel. So if you enter the competition, Nigel, I will. How's that? That is Andy and Preston's convention that is in Hammersmith, and looks like really good fun. So yeah, if you haven't got your ticket, shame on you, because I think it's sold out, but hopefully they'll be doing it again next year. Sebastian says, thank you. It's a pleasure, Sebastian. There we go. What was that thimble manipulation thing Dave did? Do you carry any good manipulation thimbles? I don't think we do any thimbles at all, actually. We probably do the Verne ones, but it tends to have gone out of fashion a lot, doesn't it? The old thimble moves. I think he was doing very similar to the ring move. And they're for counting flash paper. That's why he's got them. They're old banker thumb tips, whatever they're called. I see Mark Oberon is booked for South London Magic. Is he? There you go, Nigel. Well, you know more than me. Hi, Chris Neal. Hi, Alex. I've just purchased Sleep. It says in a download that you can buy extra prepared card boxes. Do you stock those? I hadn't noticed that, Andrew. No, we don't. I shall see if we can get some in. More than likely that we can. It just hadn't occurred to me that the box would wear out, but I guess you're right, it will do. So let us know. I'll if you can send us an email, info@propdog.co.uk. I'll find out and I'll reply to you. Right, let me just mention some magic quickly now. We've done that. So this is Apollo. This is Nicholas Lawrence's new trick, where you poke your finger through a playing card, which I can show you. So that's the card, that's how it looks. Obviously this is on camera. I think this is one of those tricks that if you keep the card, you might, well, I don't know, you'd be lucky with the lighting conditions. You might get away with this in a close-up walk-around environment. Definitely fine for Zoom and all those other social media typey things. And yeah, you put your finger through the card, clearly show that it's through. I show both sides of it, so you have got a 360 angle at that point, not throughout the entire routine you don't, but at the point when your finger's through it you can show it both sides, and then you restore it, and again, as I've just showed you, you can show the card on both sides, and then I guess you can switch the card out if you really want people to examine it. It is very well made. It's not my cup of tea, mainly because, like I say, it's something that I don't think you'd get away with it, or I'd be nervous about doing it walk around. Perhaps I might take it out and try it. Yeah, I mean, it's just, how much is it? It's $26.99. I think there are just more appropriate things for me, but for social media people and so on, hey, come in. It's an ideal trick. So there you go. It is very well made. It is a good gimmick, and like I say, you can show the card each side through a camera. Nice haircut, Alex. Well, thank you, Amber. Yes, you will find out I bought some clippers, so I can take full credit for the haircut. Not only is it my hair, my head, it was my hands. So thank you. How's the Soda Stream? The Soda Stream is brilliant. Do you want to get in on it? Do you want to come and say hello?
I want to say hello. Hi guys.
How you doing?
I'm alright, yeah.
Yeah, good. Good. Well, I hope yourself. Yep.
I'm going to get a mystery box, that's what I'm after.
Oh, it's over there.
Alright.
There you go. Old pub seating. Thanks, Chris. Yeah. Hello. Why are we drinking the stuff your nan put her tea? Well, that's a funny story. But, you know, obviously I wasn't aware of what that liquid was, and thought it might be a cheeky little drink, and yeah, I got a bit of a surprise. So there you go. What's the stuff on your right? Is that new stuff? Piled up here, on my right? Here? You're going to have to direct me better than on your right, Andy. The one upside down with Tommy Wonder book on the shelf is triggering my... I know, so this is a little joyful game that I like playing with Mike on his OCD. So we go around and I misalign things, turn things upside down. So yeah, so you'll find that Mike will write that. That'll be the first thing Mike does when he comes in on Saturday morning, is make sure that book's the right way up. So sorry about that, Adrian. Can invisible coin with Nathan Cranzo be used with any deck? Yeah, so basically, well, it comes in red bicycle back, so red rider back. So any red rider back deck, absolutely fine. It's brilliant. It is really, really good. It sells on site when it's demoed in the shop. We've sold out again, so I'll have to get some more in as soon as possible. But yeah, so you can just switch it in. You can have it in the deck whilst you're doing other card tricks. You want to do an ambitious card or have a card selected and whatever you want to do with the cards. As long as you keep that, you tend to keep it at the bottom. You can go in the middle, I suppose, but then you can just cut it to the top whenever you want, and yeah, you're golden. What do you make of petroleum? The effect, not the stuff I have to keep queuing up for. Yeah, I do like it. I mean, I'm not a big one for carrying around a whole gimmicked deck. One for friends and family when they come round. I would dig it out and I would use it. It is well worth it. Yeah, it's a specially printed deck. Good tuition. Yeah. I mean, it's a solid sound effect. It's a bit like, I mean, there are lots of these sort of decks that I forget about, so they come in and they're shown. And actually, Simon, who was in the shop earlier, mentioned Loner by Cameron Francis, and what an amazing deck that is. And again, when it first came in the shop, everyone loved it, and it just sort of gradually fades away out of people's memories. So do look at Loner as well for and any other decks like that. But Petroleum is good. Do you know if there is anything like the M5 but smaller? M5. I'm not sure what that is other than a motorway. So you'll have to. Which I think does that go past Birmingham? So let me know what you mean by that, Steve, and I'll see if I can help you. Adrian Tritton can't wait for the London Magic Convention. No, it's going to be good. The invisible coin is a nice trick, says Chris. It's nice that you can run it in the deck before you use it. Yeah, that is brilliant. What is your favourite deck switch device, says Ingsley. I don't use a deck switch device. I have my own deck switch, which is a bit, I mean, so it's one of those ones that is credited to Sean Farquhar, which is a bit of a pocket dip scenario. I think he's probably just the first person to do a decent tuition on it as opposed to actually inventing it. And I have a motivation for it, so I call it, so basically it's my spring onion deck switch is what it's called, and it involves some spring onions, and it flies by people, but so that's what I use. But otherwise you have the cooler, which was possibly the best one that I've seen actually used on me, so that I'd say, how's that? Have you seen Craig Botty Beyond Stebbins? It's so good, says Adam Edwards. I haven't actually seen it all yet, so Craig did come in a while ago and sneakily show us a few things. So yeah, I was very impressed with what he showed me, so I'm sure it is really, really good. So yeah, if you can get your hands on it, get your hands on it. Once you've seen the Vanishing Coin gimmick, can you just make your own version in whatever card back? I did just that, as the gimmick does. Oh, once you've seen it, you can just make, yeah. Yeah, you can. That's true. And the edges are quite bright. But a bit like if you ever had the Level 1 by Christian Grace. A little bit of pencil down the side. You can smudge it and make it look less clean. Otherwise, it can look, especially if you've been using the cards a little while, it can stick out a little bit from the edge. But not that anyone's ever noticed. I think that's one of those things that magicians worry about more than anything else. I think Steve means magnet. Does he mean magnet O? Is that what you mean? Oh, well, we'll find out. That's an idea. Counting off 6 bills with a teller's rubber tip, claiming they will multiply, but instead of the bills, it's the rubber tip that is multiplying using. Oh, Jonas, I think you're onto something there. I think you're going to have to send us a video of that trick. It's a good idea, and I think I might play with that actually, especially since we have got the bank teller's rubber tips. Right, here we go. So this is Hold Your Fire by John Kennedy, and I saw the trailer for this. I was completely fooled, but not only that, I just loved the quirky, beautiful effect it is. And it's a moving flame on a normal Bic lighter, so you can move the flame up and down the edge of the lighter. So you can literally have the flame go up and down here, or you can have it in a different hand, make it jump across. Really clever little gimmick, absolutely brilliant, and it is only $26.99, and I would love to just carry this around wherever I was, just to do it as a quickie. It is genius. Very simple. You do have to prep the lighter a little bit, so there is a little bit of arts and crafts involved, but a wonderful, quirky, really visual effect. Be great for social media as well as down the boozer. I agree with you, the only thing is the edges, it will bed in. Yep, that's it. Where is it available? Not sure which trick you're thinking about, Peter, but I'm sure someone will answer you. If Sam's about, keep an eye on your wallet, Alex.
Who's that?
Dan Slater.
Not funny, dude.
Matt Buskers goes, my invisible coin gimmick keeps getting stuck. Is that happening to anyone else? Hasn't happened to me in the shop. I don't know if there's. I mean, there is. I did find there was a little bit of a knack of getting the coin out every time to start off with, but once you've got the sort of strength required, it seemed to be 100%. Alakazam, sorry, M5 Steve wanted to know if you do smaller ones. I think that's what he wanted to know. Afternoon troops, says Stephen Blair. Afternoon Stephen. So there we go. Right, let's move on very quickly, and we have 3D and Rubik's 3D advertising by Henry Evans. This is a fantastic. I don't know how much it is. It's $43.99. It does. You get a cube, and you get a Rubik's Cube catalogue. And if you've ever seen his the first 3D advertising that Henry Evans brought out, where you actually you have an advertising thing similar to this, and instead of pulling off the cube, you pull off a deck of cards. Very much the same principle, very much the same idea, but it's done with a Rubik's Cube. So it's an introduction to your Rubik's Cube magic at a table that's incredibly visual and surprising. So I would, if you want a neat introduction to bringing out a Rubik's Cube, a genius idea, a genius adaptation of his original idea, and I highly recommend that as well. So $43.99. Is it a real cube? I don't know. Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, seems to be a genuine cube as well. So you can go straight into your Rubik's Cube magic. Everything is included. It's very good, very well made. This is slightly, if I remember rightly, I don't know if they've changed it since I last saw it. But the 3D advertising, the original one, was wasn't as durable. This is much more solid and durable, and would last you for a lot more performances, I fear, than the 3D advertising. So if you're careless with your props, as I can be, you don't have to worry too much. Are you off to something, Sam?
Yeah, 3 bottle, 3 table, 3 set.
Yeah, there should be on the back wall. I think it's under manipulation. You should see bottle free table near where you are. Underneath there should be just a whole drawer full of bottle free.
Oh, yeah.
After troops, yep, that was Magic Sam. Bit late by high horses, Mark Paul. Hi, Mark. Anything John Kennedy is worth checking out, says Jonas. His coffee time and his visible coins to glass is brilliant. Yep, I agree. He was one of those. Yep. I'm trying to think if he's ever created anything that I haven't really appreciated. I don't think he has. I think he doesn't produce a lot, but what he does do is really well thought out. Just make sure the mouth of the glass is wide enough, assuming you're having issues with the appearing coins. Says if that will be for the invisible coin trick. Afternoon Doggers, better late than never. Hi Lee. Hi Chris. I found the knack is more about dropping the deckhand rather than how hard you throw the coin in. Matt, yeah, that's the sort of thing you'll get. It's a more of emotion than you imagine. Yeah, quite right, Chris. So moving on again quickly. So back to another John Kennedy. Now this is Flight Deck 2. It is again coins magically appear inside a covered glass. This is going to take a bit of arts and crafts, and it's not cheap. So it is £261.99. It is basically a clever electronic coin dropper. I don't think I'm saying too much there. That you can disguise as anything you want, really, as long as it fits inside it. But obviously, a deck of cards is the most likely thing you're going to be doing. So you have to provide your own card box. Not very hard to gimmick, just to make sure that you realise that you are going to have you won't have to do that little bit of crafting yourself. But once you have done that, you have a dynamite trick at your disposal. Really, really good. Just expensive. That's the problem. It's built to last as well. It's very simple. It's I don't imagine anything is ever going to go wrong with it. And also, you can use any coins. So it does come with 3 little special things, so you can adapt any currency to work in the flight deck. Size is the only thing you probably really need to worry about, but any other property, without saying too much, you don't have to worry about. It's all covered, and they provide stuff to make sure that you don't have to worry. So there you go. Again, really, really good John Kennedy thing. So, I mean, this is brilliant. You've got to get them. All right. 3D advertising perfect to use with Cubic's bag. Yeah, tell us about Cubic's bag, Alex. I think if we got Cubic, I don't know. So if you haven't seen Cubic's bag, it should be on our site. It is really good, and it's one of those things. When it first came out, again, like I was saying, it really flew off the shelves. So well worth checking out. Yeah, you can keep plugging it, Alex. It's fine. Alex, do you know any magic involving spectacles? Sam.
Just using loops to open them and move them.
Yep, you can. Yep, loops, as Sam says, is a very good way of doing it. David Acker has stuff in one of his books, Natural Selections 2, I think, where you have a ring. You put a ring in a coin purse, and you dip the glasses in, and the ring appears linked into the spectacles, which I've done several times on the spur of the moment, and it's really good fun.
If you wanted to, you could turn one of your lenses into a ghost glass. That'd be hard work. And then you could.
Yep. So you could turn a lens into a ghost glass. You could do lots. I'm sure there are lots that you could do. And funnily enough, I have actually bitten the bullet, and I now do have to have reading glasses. My arms are no longer long enough for me to read menus, and I was actually in a shop and had to ask someone to read the back of the paint can for me because I didn't have them. So there you go. Grandpa spectacles revealed on the lens. There you go. That was yep. Ovations looks great. It certainly is, Alex. Can the lighter be inspected with hold your fire? Yes, it can. It can. So yep, no problem at all. I can't really say too much without giving away the method, but yeah. So you can actually, yeah, you can borrow. You can borrow the lighter. So there you go. Thanks for your visible coin tip, says Matt. It's a pleasure, Matt. Loops with spectacles. Yep, there you go. So if you haven't seen it, you can have the spectacles open up or close, like so. With a wiggle of your fingers. Ordered John Kennedy's lighter yesterday, and with a great service, I see it was dispatched already. There you go. Thanks, Alex. Keep hold with invisible coin. Got it sorted eventually. Gigging it tonight. Fingers crossed there isn't a misfire. Kenny. Yeah, good. So Kenny had a little bit of a problem with his, but he seemed to have fixed it. I think sometimes because it's it's quite a thin, narrow gimmick, and it is only one card for the. Okay, there's a flap. I think sometimes it can get a little bent or just a little, so it's probably worth giving it a few tests before you take it out of the box and really try it. But it should be 100% reliable. What are you thinking, Sam?
Nothing I'm done. Don't think.
No? Do you need to check out?
Yeah.
Okie doke.
But I'll come by 5.
Yeah? Alright, because I think I have run through everything. It's probably best to do quite a quick show. But what we can do is we should give away. We've missed the giveaways recently. If there's anything you want me to ask about, one of them. Oh, Dave might be back. He's back. Oh, there you go. I can pop off and do Sam's thing. The mental bells are back.
I'm back.
The mental bells are back in stock. And we've, they again have been flying off the shelves. And I don't know what you. Don't know how you managed to.
Hey, this is amazing, right? So I've had a problem with my boiler now for 5 years. Loads of problems with my boiler. Anyway, most of them are all sorted, but the boiler with a thermostat where you press a switch and it goes on, or you set a timer, everything was buggered basically. And my boiler was either on completely full with all the hot water on, or not. So for the last 6 months I've had the power turn off the boiler. Whenever I want to wash my hands, go to the boiler, turn it on, go to oil my hands, and that was it. But plumber's tried everything. He replaced all the circuit boards in there, he's phoned loads of friends, couldn't find out what was wrong with this thing, contacted the boiler company who made it, they couldn't work out what's wrong with it. And he eventually come back to me today. He found out through some engineer who's works for British Gas, who's got this special electronic system where they can program in all the different parts and the faults and tell you what's wrong. It turns out this tiny little 10p switch actually had somehow seized up. The last thing he thought he'd ever see, and in all his years never seen anything like it. So yeah, quickly popped over, put this little tiny switch back in, everything works fine. I'm heating again. But anyway, right, okay, where were you, Alex?
I finished.
Oh, you finished, right, okay, fine. Favourite impromptu card trick, you done that one?
No, haven't done that one.
Oh, favourite impromptu card trick? For me, probably card on forehead. Nice and easy to do, I like it. If I've got time to put a random card into my shoe, I'll do card in shoe, but yeah, it's always a good one for me. So, any random favourite card tricks? Impromptu?
Depends on the situation. We've got a table and all of that stuff, but
Have you got
I
time to
like
set
dog
anything
dailies. I love dog dailies. Something simple like that, or card to pocket.
Can ovations be done in different languages? Have you done that one?
No, probably can't.
Unless you translate each card. Yeah, that's the other thing. So yeah, a bit of a shame on that one. Replacement band gimmicks? Done that one?
No.
So you haven't done them all then? Where were you? Have you been liking them?
I have been liking them.
You have been liking them. Yeah,
Liking them. I've been loving them.
Yeah.
Absolutely loving them.
Okay, so Mark Paul says, Alex, many thanks again for the replacement bang gimmicks on my JWL levitation.
Yep.
Roy Brownlow says, my Magnet O only holds a charge for 4 hours turned off. Is this normal? I don't know what's normal, to be honest, but if you contact Magicalism, yeah, try emailing Aaron, and you find them on Facebook. Go to Magicalism, and they will hopefully sort you out. They're really good at sorting people out. Amber says, being I wear glasses and I always have a backup pair with me, it'd be good to use them.
Yeah.
Do you wear glasses?
I
You do now, don't you?
I do.
You're getting old, like me.
I do. I really. I'll tell you what. The funny thing is, you realise how much you've been struggling for so long. As soon as you put them on, you go, "Oh God, it's so much better. It's so much better. I can see everything." And you know, so yeah.
On my entire walk for 2 weeks, I didn't need my glasses. Didn't need it.
No.
Why would I need them? Yeah. And you look at my phone occasionally, but I could just zoom in on that. Didn't even bother getting them out of the case.
Yeah. Although we couldn't read the instructions on the camera, could we earlier?
Yeah. Brendan says, I agree, card and forehead can be hilarious. Now, what I like about card and forehead, it's on my show really, if you ever see it, is when you get right up close, shoulder to shoulder someone and hold the deck over here. So everyone else in the room can see the card in your forehead. And I'm saying, where do you think it is? And they're saying, there. And I go, higher. There, no, it's higher. And they point to the top, no, it's higher. What do you mean it's higher? Oh, and that's just a lovely moment because everyone is involved and everyone's laughing. This person doesn't know why everyone's laughing. It's a great moment.
There's Chef Anton in his close-up DVD that I've forgotten who you are, but you made me get it in, and I got in a couple of copies, and I've watched it, and I really enjoyed it. He's got one with 2 people a card on forehead with 2 people on either end, so he's
Oh.
running between them, and they're constantly, so he's fooling both of them at the same time. So which is it's probably the most original take on it I've seen for a long time.
Speaking of getting DVDs in for people, we got this in for someone, Sleeve Star. Do you remember who it was?
Yeah, no, I can't remember who it was.
Somebody asked about Sleeve Star. We got this in a couple of weeks ago and we couldn't remember who it was. So if anyone remembers who wanted Sleeve Star, let us know. We've got it in for you. It's not on the website, is it? I guess.
No, we haven't put it on
No,
the
no.
website yet. No,
Yeah,
because
we're reserving it for somebody. Yeah, yeah. So if no one claims it in the next couple of weeks, we'll just put it on the website and sell it as normal. Do you sell pointless pen replacements, says Matt Boskull?
No.
They don't, unfortunately, no. Peter Booth says he dissed your kombucha while you were gone, Dave.
That's not. No, that's a typo. It means I pissed in your kombucha while you were away. Is what he actually.
I wonder why it tastes so spicy.
And me.
It tastes of pita bread. Amber says, I've used the arms on my glasses to open handcuffs before. Interesting.
Ah.
Okay. Roy Brownlow says, also on Magnet O, the timed press won't work. Can I reset it? Instant one works. Just contact Magicalism. They will send you
I
another
think your
one
best
to,
bet is so there's something faulty electronically wrong with that, and just get a new one.
Yeah, yeah. Peter Booth says he dissed your... Oh,
No.
I've done that one already. That's a repeat. There we go. Right, we're caught up with things. Have you talked about everything you were going to talk about?
I'll talk about everything else. You haven't seen this. This is a moving flame on a lighter. It's really, really good. Shall I show you the gimmick?
A moving flame and a lighter.
Yep,
Not
so
like the lighted up one.
No. So you have a lighter, you do that, and then you can move
Yeah.
the flame down the side of the lighter, or from finger to finger.
Ooh,
Gimmicks,
look
look
at
at that. I mean, this looks really good. But that's all the gimmick is. I couldn't, for the life of me, couldn't work out.
Oh, yeah. Clever.
How does that work?
I hope it's smart. It's smart.
I know. I've got it in my head.
I'm guessing you just in there and then
And then...
guessing. Interesting. I will have to have a play with that.
Yeah, but a lovely little effect.
Yeah, cool.
Like that, Dave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm guessing so, but with light fluid.
Yeah,
I guess
yeah.
I'm presuming. Yeah. So okay. What's that?
That's flight deck.
What's that?
That's the control. That's part.
What's
That's part of this.
What's that?
This is good. Which is that?
I'm gonna have to watch it live now to find
I
out
know.
what everything is. Oh, I know.
So
free
Apollo,
advertising
you saw
is,
Apollo,
yeah,
didn't you? You
yeah,
saw
yeah.
the finger through card. I'll show you the finger through
No,
card thing.
no, show me now.
Well, I can't. It's a bit angry. It's a bit angry. Oh. So
Oh,
that's
okay.
the. But you can clean up. Right. What do you see?
Oh, okay. That's nice.
So you can show it both. So if you pull that off, you can show your fingers all the way through it, and then
Yeah.
you can put it back on to restore it.
Have you done it?
No, it only came in. When did it come in? Late yesterday. But leave it front.
All the way through and all the way out. All the way through, like that. And in case you're doubting me, look, you can see it's all the way through. See that? Yeah, there we go. And to pull it back out, you just kind of, he says. Well, I haven't figured out the reset on fully, but yeah. But it's restored, you see, like that. So, but yeah, really nice. I like that. That's going to be a great little visual thing. Who's that by?
It's by Nicholas Lawrence.
Good old Nicholas Lawrence.
who-
See? Goes away from other brothers and
I
goes back
wasn't
to his
gonna-
normal genius again. Yes.
Yeah, they've. Yeah.
He contacted me the other day about some flash paper stuff he's working on. Can't wait to see that. Right, okay, cool. 3D advertising is just brilliant anyway, and I can't believe no one came up with the without doing the Rubik's Cube version some time ago. I mean, that should have been invented years ago.
Like I say, 3D Amp, it's a brilliant way of introducing a deck of cards.
But
It's
Henry
super-
Evans is always going to be great anyway. If Henry Evans releases something, he's one of those people, like Richard Sanders, you know it's going to be a good effect, like PropDog does, you know.
Exactly.
Yes. Right, okay. Anything else to talk about?
No, I think I've done it.
Okay.
I think
Should
there's
we give something
anything
away?
else to talk about? We've still got Quantum Spoon Bend in
Oh,
stock.
have we?
Yeah.
Huh.
Should anyone?
We've still got 12 copies, have we?
You can literally use any spoon as long as it matches your spoon that you have already
Yeah.
prepared. So
As
you
lo-
can
as-
borrow.
As long as you're working in a doll's house factory, you'll be fine.
Yeah, it's
or,
perfect.
Or in the Netherlands, because apparently a lot
Yeah.
of the spoons in the Netherlands are that size, and if you're Peter Egging, you're from the Netherlands, so that's obviously why.
But, you know,
Yeah.
I mean, it's almost as much fun as queuing up at a petrol station. Is that? There you go. So, yep, there you go.
Alright.
Let's do a
Should we do a giveaway?
giveaway because we haven't done one for a while.
Should we give away a quantum?
That's a bit cruel.
I know, they'd prefer a proper prize, wouldn't they? I'll tell you what, I'll offer quantum as part of it. Right, okay, so we're going to do a giveaway. We're only going to do one giveaway this week, okay? And if you win, you can have a choice of the normal Facebook Live giveaways, which are on the bottom of the main home page. Just go to the bottom, see the category, okay? And check it's in stock first. Or you can have a quantum spoon bend.
You lucky
Guess
devils.
what? They're not going to do it.
I'll tell you what though, you
so-
should watch the trailer for Quantum Spoon but I think Pig Hagen's really outdone himself with the shades lounging.
I have watched the yeah.
It's
As
very
you said, he
interesting.
should be in a bit of a not a smoking jacket, is it? You know, a bit of a
Hugh Hefner style
yes,
by the
yes.
pool.
Yes, because we joked. I said he should have a little bubble pipe with it. Yes. Very chill,
Right
that
then.
kind of.
Are we gonna
all
ask
right,
Sam-
well,
we're gonna
yeah,
ask Sam
Sam,
to
Sam
pick?
can do this while he's here. Magic Sam, would you like to come and pick a card for me?
Uh-huh.
Don't look at it. Don't just push it forward into the middle there.
Okay.
Wonderful. There we go. So, guys, okay, you have 1 minute from now to name a playing card. One card only, and only one prize this week because we're giving away a lot of prizes. It's costing us a fortune. We've got to dumb it down a little bit. And yes,
better time. I'll tell you what
I'll just say stop on it this time, and
Yeah,
then,
yeah. So-
anyone before the stop. So,
if anyone feels like donating a new keyboard for Dave, please feel free.
Yeah,
Because
if
one
anyone-
of the delays we have is the fact that all he's got to do is type PropDog Live in at the bottom of the
He
screen.
shrunk it
brand
in the
new
wash.
Mac keyboard. Apple cannot make keyboards. And what the keyboards they do make, they charge about 140
Yeah,
quid
yeah.
for a keyboard nowadays. They used to be 40 quid, but now they can't make them brand new. And it's not like anything's been spilt on it because every single key is exactly the same.
And it shrunk in the wash.
Well,
yeah.
yeah. And I chopped off the number thing at the end, yeah. So there we go. Right, so 10 seconds, guys. Only one card to be called and one single prize today. So, and I think whoever wins, we should ask them if they do want Quantum live on the show. You can always lie later and say I was only joking.
I'll make sure. I'll make sure it's sealed.
Right, that's it, guys. No more cards, so we'll stop there. And right, let's see who has won, and let's see who wants what, shall we? So right, so for the first time, the card
Go on, Sam. You can reveal it.
is
Oh, it's a lovely one. It's the Ace of Hearts.
The Ace
Ooh,
of Hearts.
Hearts.
Boom,
Right,
boom.
okay, let's see.
I bet. I'm going to say now. I reckon no one has put the Ace of Hearts.
Oh, hang on, we've got a few more things over here, a few more comments there. Before we do that, let's have a look. I wear 3 pairs of glasses, 1 pair for normal, 1 pair for reading, and 1 pair for when I search for where the heck I put the other 2 pairs of glasses. Yes, it's help, but no one's used it yet, says Jonas. Lee Alex says, hi Sam. Peter Booth says, have you seen the new Bond yet? Can't wait till November here. Yeah, we're all going to go see it together. So Mr. Sullivan is organising it. We're all going to go see it at the IMAX when we get a spot. Leanne's Lee says, do you have the old school vanishing pencil in metal tube trick? Unfortunately, we don't, Leanne's. We haven't had that ever, I don't think. Roy says, can we see the finger through Dave's ear trick? Give one away, says Adam Evans. Done. What's the difference between the double cross and the double cross mini?
Size.
I guess one might be mini. Yeah, there we go.
I mean, if you ever see, we do mini Sharpies. Must be on the website, so that would be the size that it was. But I think they've stopped doing it anyway.
Oh, Leanne's Lee says the 2 of hearts. He's the closest so far.
There's not going to be an Ace of Hearts. No one in their right mind was for the Ace of Hearts.
Leanne's Lee, it could be you, my friend.
Ace of
Andy
Diamonds,
Dingley.
ding
Oh,
dong.
so close, Andy.
Oh.
So close.
Ace
4
of-
of hearts.
It's too obvious a card. People won't say it.
2 of diamonds.
Otter, hang on. Whoa. How come he's put a prop? Where's your guarantee card? Where's Otter? What are you playing at?
Oh, look, Jonas has done it. A double
Double
blacker.
backer.
A double blacker.
2 Ace of Diamonds.
Ace of hearts, Adam Evans. Congratulations.
Hang on. Did you press stop?
Yeah. Look, hang on, stops down here. Look, yeah, stops there. Adam
Okay.
Evans.
All
Yeah,
right.
genuinely, Adam Evans. Well done, mate. You won. Now, Adam, here's
Like
the
I
question,
say,
mate.
like
He's
I-
the one that said give one
Yeah,
away.
funnily enough, Adam said, give one away. So Adam, here, live on air in front of everyone. Do you want this, Adam? Or would you like to choose one of the other horrible, useless, crappy tricks that we have? Or would you like this amazing trick, Adam? Come on, put your money where your mouth is. Would you like it? If you say yes, great, we'll send it to you. If you say no, but if you say no live on air and later say, actually, you know, I don't want to say yes live on air, but can I have it?
Even the bloody name winds me up.
Yeah. Well, they nicked the name Quantum, haven't they? The Quantum is for the Sharpie bender. That was a Quantum bender, and he's kind of nicked the name on it. So, but yeah, well done, Adam.
Well done, man. Yeah, I mean,
yeah, good effort.
What a shame you've won that.
Chris said, if you'd be happy with a wired Apple keyboard, I'll send you one. Chris, I'd love a wired Apple keyboard if you have one, mate. But don't. If it's one that you will use or might use, then no. But yeah, I much prefer wired, to be honest, than Bluetooth anyway. On all the keyboards. I won, says Adam. Yes, you did, my friend. Jonas says, if I win with my guess, I'll have the spoon bend. I need a booby prize for tomorrow's competition. Well done, Adam, says Roy Brownlow. Adam says, I'll have the spoon bender, please. I want to laugh. Yes, we got rid of one. Come on. We'll even send you one wrapped up rather than having the demo one open. There you go.
Yeah.
Have you seen this, by the way?
No, it's awful.
Quantum.
Right. I'm going to say something to you here, right? One of the things they say in the description, okay, is this can be done with a borrowed spoon.
How far away is that?
A long way away if you're going to make out it's a real spoon, but if you're going to borrow a spoon,
yeah, it has to look.
If you're going to do it, you're going to have to make your own gimmick.
Which isn't.
Yeah, I mean you can do it with an extra gimmick. So you do get that, and it does get that on it, and you do have that in it there. So it's a kind of a bit clever on the method in a way, but there's a lot better ways of doing this than that.
Yeah, you see, there's something about a clever. I mean, there's something about a clever method, but if it's just because it's clever doesn't mean it's a good one.
Should be done. Yeah, it doesn't need to be
I
done.
think that is really, you know.
Yeah,
and it's far too much trouble for what is essentially, like you say, that old Williamson.
And the thingy was good.
David Penn showed me a really good, showed us a really good spoon bend many years ago when he lectured at Portsmouth Magic Circle. David Penn.
Oh.
It's I'll show you in a bit actually. It's a really nice little effect actually. And I've used it many times as an excuse to steal watches.
Oh right.
In fact, I'll show you now.
There we go. But yeah, so very sorry about that, Adam. But I hope it doesn't spoil your Monday too much. But I'm very pleased we've only got 10 now.
Are these blue, these red?
No.
Are they both mixed anyway?
Yeah, they're just different. They're just different coloured boxes.
I like the blue box.
Yeah, I like the blue box. We did have a green box for a while. Green box stuff. Oh yes, an unboxing it video. Yeah, that would be good. Yeah, also I am very disappointed in you, mate, because you know.
I can't find a decent teaspoon, so we're going to use a real big spoon, okay? So I want you to hold your hands like that for me. Then just think hot, and if you feel something happen, let me know, okay? Think hot.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Do you feel something happen? You should actually physically feel something happen.
Yeah.
You did.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you did feel that? And you look up, and then it's bent like that, okay? And we can do it again. So let's, one more time. And this is where I usually do it to steal a watch. This isn't ideal. It's better with a teaspoon for this part. In fact, just grab it like that for me and hold like that and just think hot. Relax a bit, and I'll twist like that, and then you come up, and that will be twist, and I'll have his watch on it. And there you go. Much easier with a teaspoon. But yeah, it's one David Penn did in his lecture many years ago. Probably 15, 20 years ago now, I think it was.
Yeah.
You want the spoon? Says Sean Man. I'll send one I have spares. Thank you, Chris. And I've got some spares of these. If you like one of these in exchange, I'll send you one of these as a thank you for the keyboard.
I suppose the worst that comes to the worst, we are a bit short of teaspoons around there, aren't we?
Oh, we are getting very good. You know what?
You know, yeah.
I keep doing
so, to be fair, I mean, I know they're quite an expensive solution to our lack of teaspoons, but...
Yeah, but the thing is, I like a full teaspoon of honey in my sugar. I'd have to do, in my coffee, I'd have to do 2 teaspoons of those to get the equivalent. So, do you have my address, guys? Says Adam. Let me see.
Have you ever ordered
of course
from
we
us,
do,
Adam?
mate. Yeah, he's ordered from us loads. Lee Alex says, in physics, quantum refers to size. Maybe the creditor has some kind of complex. Is David Penn older than 20? Question mark. Roy. Matt Boskill, are PropDog officially Team Craig or Team Sean? Team Craig, 100%. Size matters, Lee Alex. You know what they say about magicians with small hands and jumbo cards. They're great manipulators, says Jonas. Right, guys, that is it for this week's show. Apologies for shooting it halfway through, but I can now have some heat in my house on command. Just
Oh,
press
did he
a
fix
button.
it?
Yeah.
That was quick.
Right, yeah, right. So
Hang on. You've been waiting how long?
I know. All these problems,
He fixed it in 10
new
minutes.
circuit boards, it never worked, all these problems. Right, it turned out to be, so what it was, he knew somebody in British Gas who had this special British Gas computer thing they've got in the wherever it is, and you program in all the parts of this keyboard, this boiler, and then you say the problem on it and it will diagnose it.
Oh.
And he asked his friend, and he come up and said it's a simple little micro switch that does this little, just a switch as you turn it on, the switch comes out. He says the switch itself is broken, just a little on-off switch, a pressure switch. And he's like, well, that can't be right, it's impossible. It wouldn't. He goes, well, that's what it says. Really? So he came round and he pulled the switch off and went, it's not clicking. Can't believe it. A simple £1 switch that he got. Took 2 seconds to switch it over. Whole thing works again. He's never seen anything like it in all his years of being a plumber.
Well, there you
There's a moral there, isn't there? There's a moral there. Look beyond the trees, or you can't see the wood for the trees,
Yeah.
or something like that,
Keeps
or
it- yeah.
the bigger picture, or whatever. Yeah.
So you can wash now.
I
That is a
I
big
could always
relief.
wash.
'cause
I
it
just
has
had to
been
go.
months.
I just had to go into
It
the
has been
boiler,
months.
turn the boiler on mechanically, and then go back in and wash my hands and go back and turn it all off. So yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you all for joining us. As always, we really appreciate it, and have a lovely weekend. And we will see you next Friday. Bye.